Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Casey, and we are going to do a cozy and slow work from home day with me today. I start all my mornings filling a big old glass of water, so we're gonna have some of that. And yeah, I'm just gonna walk you through like a day in my life. I just got out of the shower, so I'm gonna do kind of my like post-shower routine things while we chat. So I work in social media. I am a social media producer for a television show. So I go into the studio around 2 to 3 times a week, and then the other days I get to work from home. I go in really early in the mornings. So I feel like on days where I work from home, my body like still wakes up early, but I get a little more time to myself in the mornings to like get ready, which is so nice. I'm not typically like a morning showerer. I'm typically someone that likes to shower at night, but for some reason I like slept really weird yesterday, and I woke up this morning and I just needed to like be a little bit refreshed. So I was like, let me just jump in the shower. Let me wash my hair. I did a little like exfoliation, which was so nice. I did a hair mask, which again was so nice, and all this before like 7:30 in the morning. I really like these like Pixi eye masks. They're just these really nice like cooling eye masks, and I do them when I want to like treat myself every once in a while when I'm working from home, so we're gonna do them together today. I put these in the fridge because I just like how they feel when they're cooled, and I also put them on the wrong way. I know that a lot of people put it with like this part over here, but I don't know, I like that it like, I feel like it gets in there better. So here goes the second one. So there we are. See, it's like a spa day before before work. And then I just put my glasses right on over them, and I don't have like any issues. And I just keep these on until they start to like dry out a little bit, and then I'll take them off. Oh, they're slipping. They're slipping. Since I just washed my hair and I'm not planning on blow drying it, I'm just gonna do my like curly wavy hair routine. I swear by these 2 products. I love them. The first one is the DevaCurl Frizz Fighting Foam. So I just do like 2, sometimes 2.5 pumps per side on my hair. And I just kind of like rake it through. Another thing that I do like the second I wake up in the mornings, or like right within the half hour of waking up, is make my bed. And this is something that I started doing in the pandemic because I lived in a tiny studio where I would like eat, live, work, everything. It was like a tiny room, and I feel like I needed to distinguish between what was like, you know, sleep time and what was work time. And so I've just continued to do that. I'm going in with the JVN Complete Air Dry Cream now. And so that's just something that I got used to, and I feel like it marks like the beginning of the morning, you know, like I make my bed and I'm like, okay, it's now the work day in here. Okay, and my last step is this like tiny clip, which I feel is the game changer in this like curly wavy hair process. I have a lot of hair, so it tends to get like weighed down really easily. So I put just a little clip in it. I look great. I don't have any meetings this morning, but I just put a little clip in it up top like that. And then I just kind of like shimmy out the rest of my hair, and I feel like it just really helps with volume. Like it'll dry kind of a lot more voluminous than it typically does. And that's it for my little like post-shower routine. Another thing that I really like to do in the mornings is to just like turn on the house, like welcome the day. So on top of making the bed, I also just like to turn on all of the lights. I like to tidy up my like desk section, my desk area, just make sure that everything is set up for me to have a day. I don't have like a super busy day today. Well, a super busy meeting heavy day today, but obviously it's really busy, especially during the show in the morning. So I'm gonna check in with you guys when I'm back at my desk. I like to shimmy out the pillows, get them fluffed up again. I love this comforter, but it weighs 1,000,000 pounds. so this is my little desk corner. I have an apartment tour up as well that shows like a little tour of our whole apartment, but I have my laptop and monitor set up over here, my big glass of water, and I get to work right next to the window, which I really love. Okay, I need to like hunch down because the window ledge is lower here, but I am set up at my desk. I'm gonna tune into the show. It's time to start the first half of my day. So I'm gonna watch the whole show. I typically work on Instagram posts. Sometimes I'll work on TikTok posts too, looking at the show, looking at our website, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna work on that and then I'll check in with you during my next break. Hello, we are back and I have a little breakfast spread. This is when the morning starts to slow down a smidge and I get a little break. So I'm not a huge breakfast person, and I know that everyone always says like breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I don't love breakfast foods. I don't like eggs. I'm just not big on breakfast foods. So I always have a bit of a hard time like figuring out what foods to eat in the morning when I get hungry. And so I like to do cream cheese with tomato and everything but the bagel a lot. We didn't have tomatoes today, so I actually just did cream cheese, everything but the bagel, and I put a little bit of the like za'atar seasoning, which I love, and a little bit of olive oil, which is delicious. And then on the side, this might be a little bit weird, but I have a sidecar of the like pepperoncini peppers. I love these. I honestly like to pair like one or two with each meal just because I love like an acidic bite. I'm going to enjoy this, wrap up some of the stuff that I'm doing. I do have a meeting later this afternoon, so I think I might like put a smidge of makeup on. I never wear makeup when I work from home. Sometimes when I have a meeting, I'll put a little bit of makeup on. This is a meeting with like new folks that I don't know, so I am going to put a little bit, and you can't really tell through like the screen, the computer screen, you know what I mean? But I think it's just for me, like it's just like a little pop of confidence, you know? Anyways, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to get back to doing some work and then I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Okay, it is 12:30, so we're doing a little check-in. I just did a refill of my water. Because I had that toast, I honestly don't feel super hungry, so I think I'm gonna end up doing a later lunch after my meeting that I have. But I went ahead and put on like a little bit of makeup. I feel like I feel alive now, which is nice. I always keep it really minimal in general, but even when I'm working from home, I put like a tiny bit of concealer on any like blemishes that I have, a little bit of blush, a lip product, and then just a little bit of bronzer, especially in the winter. But anyways, something that I typically like to do is to encourage myself to take a lunch break, like to take a break. I was an executive assistant, and so I got very used to just kind of sitting at my desk, like always being at my desk, eating lunch at my desk. And I honestly didn't really mind it. I feel like I just like put my little headphones in, will like watch something while I eat my lunch, and I'm not like anxious or worried that I'm gonna miss something. I think something about working in social media is that you kind of have to be always on, like you've always got to be online. But what I try to do is during my lunch breaks, I'll try and take like a little walk, even if it's just like a mini walk around the block, just to like get some air, get myself moving. I have for 2024, one of my goals is to go outside every single day. And I have like a little habit tracker where I can like scribble off that like and see the visual progress of going outside every day, even if it's just for a couple of minutes, especially during the winter. I think it just really helps me mentally to get outside. It is very gloomy today, which is always, oh, it's so hard for me to get outside when it's gloomy. But I do think today might be a go on a walk after work day. Things are just really busy today and I have the meeting kind of during a weird time, so I think I'm gonna wait to do that after work. But it's just a reminder to like take your lunch breaks. If you have a moment to just like go outside even for a little bit, take them. I'm going to head into my meeting and then I'll probably check in with you guys when I eat lunch, so see you soon. Okay, it is lunchtime. Look at that gorgeous spread. I cannot wait to eat this. So we made fried rice last night for dinner, which is like one of my favorite meals. We found this creator whose mom used to work at Benihana, like on TikTok. I saw one of her videos and I can link it so you guys can get the recipe, but she teaches you how to make the fried rice, and I added a little bit of spicy mayo, and then she also has a ginger dressing recipe. So I did the ginger dressing as well, and then just put some like arugula and iceberg lettuce, and I'm so excited for this. So I like to switch rooms when I eat lunch, even if I don't have, you know, the full amount of time and I can't go on one of my walks. I have these little like side tables. I have them linked on Amazon, but I love them. And I put my water here. I also have my personal phone and my work phone just in case. And then I typically like to just put something up on YouTube, like catch up on some videos or watch a little show or something. Even if it's just for 15 minutes, I like to just sit down, take a break, and just have like a little mental reset to have a strong start to the afternoon. Also, this is a random tidbit that I forgot to talk about in the morning, but I like to put a pile of clothes. If I have a pile of clothes like sitting around the apartment or clothes around the apartment that I haven't put away, I like to put them in a pile on top of the bed at the beginning of the day so that when I walk past and see it, I'm like, okay, it's a reminder that I have to like fold and put these away. And I like to put it on the bed because I can't get on the bed at the end of the night until the clothes are folded. Okay guys, our day is done. It is 4 p.m. Slam's laptop shut. My favorite part is that we all like on Slack, my team, I love my team, we all say like goodbye when we're signing off, and everybody always puts like these really fun like emojis or like little animations on Slack, and I'm just like, oh, it's the end of the day. I did like a little Snoopy one today, which is fitting. Anyways, so this pretty much wraps up the end of my day. Typically I like to send like a grocery list over to Ryan, or we try to decide what we want to eat for dinner. And if I'm in the city, I'll send it to him a little bit earlier so that when I come home, like all of the groceries are there. He is so amazing and goes out to run and get the groceries. And then typically I take on like the head chef role. And he still helps out with the cooking and all of that, but it's a system that works really well for us. I've found like through my years of living in New York City and also in Jersey City, we're so lucky to have like grocery stores so close to us, like within walking distance, that we typically, if we're cooking something for dinner, we just go out and grab the ingredients day of. I just find that it helps with like not having a lot of waste, and also with like saving some money. Like we know what we're gonna be cooking that day, so we're going out to get those exact ingredients, if that makes sense. Obviously, and we prep for more like complicated meals, or if we know we want to have something, we'll do it, but the day-to-day just works really well, especially since I'm also someone that never knows what I'm gonna want to eat the day of. I feel like I have very like specific cravings for things. But anyways, we're doing a fun little like charcuterie board spread tonight, so Ryan's in charge of putting that all together. This was a pretty chill, a pretty busy, but a pretty chill at-home day. I feel so lucky that I get to do a hybrid situation because I really love going into the office. I think being in a TV studio is always like so fun and exhilarating, but at the same time, and like challenging too, but at the same time, I also just love to be at home and just like have that time to myself and have some like breaks during the week, which is really nice. And I think it's also awesome for traveling. Whenever I go and visit my family in Florida, I'm able to work remote, which is so awesome. So typically what I do now is try to go outside and get on a walk. I will like decompress by watching more like of my YouTube videos or my shows. I recently got an iPad, so I'm like learning how that works. So I'll watch like tutorials or do some vision board or like calendar planning or anything like that. And then Ryan and I typically like eat dinner together and just have like a nice little night in. But thank you guys for coming along the ride for this work from home with me. Let me know down in the comments if you liked it, if you want to see more videos like this one. And if you're new and you liked the video, feel free to subscribe. I've been doing just a mixed bag of content over here, but it's been so much fun to try a little bit of everything. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.